Everybody kept asking me what it was that I was doing as far as Amazon goes. They see me kind of hustling up and posting pictures online, and I started off selling used books because books is a low cost entry point into selling on Amazon. You get books for free. You can put an ad out, free books. Hey, I'll come pick up books, and you'd be surprised how much money you can actually make selling used books and used media online. My mentor, he did $178,000 his first year on Amazon. That was in 2017, selling used books, used media. He did 178,000 in sales his first year. So that was when I was into books. Now I tell people all the time, I sell anything as long as it's not a controlled substance and the numbers work. I'm buying it out. I'm sending it in, or I'm listing it. I'm getting it done. A couple weeks ago, I talked to DJ, and I couldn't stay on the phone. I had a truck. We had rented a truck.
Oh yeah, man. I was like, well, you out here got this store going out of business, loading up the truck.
I can't really talk right now. I'm trying to clean. There's people behind me. They're taking the fixtures out. I got to get back in here. I need it all. Everything was marked 90% off. I tell people, I get a lot of people who ask me questions. A lot of people who have been in some shady situations, or sold drugs and stuff in the past, and they're like, "What are you?" I'm like, "It's a legal hustle. It's illegal." You know what I mean? Amazon is illegal. A lot of my students ask because they're just so curious, like, how are you flipping it like that? And that's what they call it. How are you flipping it? I'm like, I'm just selling groceries, hot chocolate, a little bit, nothing crazy, but it's the lure of just supply and demand, buy low, sell high. And I actually in 2019. I was looking for a way to start to pay off my student loans. Like, I started to get into my credit and started to look at stuff. I wanted to get a house, as DJ mentioned, my horrible landlord. I was trying to get out, wanted to get myself in my own spot. And I kept thinking like my student loans were hindering me. So I said, I'm going to start doing something to create another stream of income so I can invest. Like, I want to invest. I need more income so I can invest, so I can do this, that, and the third, pay down my debt and get it together. And I stumbled upon Amazon and reselling, and it's been golden for me ever since. I met a lot of great people. I've made a lot of money in revenue. The business has been able to scale. My first year, I did under $9,000 in my first 6 months, from June to December 2019, and then I did 110K this year. So I figured it out.
Wait. Hold up. Hold. Stop the press. 3 things that I just learned. I don't know if you caught this. First thing I learned, this is a person that starts and finishes everything she did. Let me tell you, first thing you said, you started working as a waitress at 16, didn't stop till you was 32.
Yeah, actually, no, I stopped this year because of the pandemic.
Okay. Commitment. That's hard to find.
Yeah.
From anybody. You went to your state job, worked there starting at 21, still there. Yeah. Commitment, hard to find.
Right.
Then you started this business because you had seen a person have success online. So you keeping your eyes open, looking for the trends. And then the third thing is you had no fear.
No.
And then the fourth thing is you didn't get frustrated about the starting point. Because here's what happens, and I'm going to give you back the platform. A lot of people want to make money quick, but you only made $9,000 in your first year. 99% of people who want to be entrepreneurs would have quit.
They didn't even give me a 1099. I was outside.
Exactly, because you didn't qualify. You were under 10 grand. So, but guess what? On these platforms, these meeting platforms, what I don't like, you always got these cats jumping on here. Oh man, I made $30,000. Only been doing this for 2 weeks. Man, stop that lying.
Yeah.
Stop that BS lying. And if you did make the money, somebody gifted it to you and opened up their network, and you paid an undisclosed amount of money. Absolutely. Or you got a lottery ticket like GameStop when it blew up because it was manipulated to $3,000 growth. Yep. So those 3 salient points that you just said, Nisha, those are characteristics that people can't even understand. And actually, those are qualities of a leader. You're exemplifying the indispensable qualities of a leader.
Thank you.
So you're going to be successful in anything you do And I just wanted people to understand that, because that first year you paid for your degree in entrepreneurship, and then the experience of everything that you didn't know how to do, which Thomas Edison said took 10,000 times to get the light bulb right. You now figured out in 10,001 how to make this thing work. So now you get the compounded interest effect. So back to you. I want to make sure people understand it, because I didn't tell the story about when I started my cleaning business. I didn't make a dime in the cleaning business for 7 months, out hustling, barely could pay my rent. But in month 8, I made 5 figures. Month 9, I made another 5, and in month 12, I made 6 figures. Back to you, Nisha.
It just go and that's just what it is. Like, I started to invest in myself. I did get some coaching. I felt like it was kind of pricey, but I made my money back that month. Before I had my coaching, I had about 3,500 in sales, and that was on the 22nd, July 22nd. I finished off that month at almost just under 11,000. So in that last week was just somebody just being like, Nisha, just turn here, just focus right here, or just look here and stay in these parameters. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of guidance.
So you trusted that person's system because you seen the fruit they had on the tree.
Yes.
And you weren't trying to get something for nothing.
Right.
I always say, free don't get you free.
No.
So you heard that, Nick? Free don't get you free. It'll get you a little information. You can have ignorance on fire, but it ain't gonna get you personal freedom financially. So what Nisha did, she found a system, took their advice, and she saw their track record. And most importantly, she did exactly what they told her to do.
That's it.
And if it didn't work, guess what? Now, hey, that's just an investment in learning. But most cases, it will work if you apply the system.
And I was normally this coach. He usually works with new sellers. So I was his first seasoned seller, somebody who kind of knew what they were doing. So he didn't have to build me up. I had the foundation. I knew how to work Amazon and everything, but I just needed somebody to kind of target some things for me, just to kind of shape it and let me know where I was kind of going wrong with not necessarily where I needed to just put some systems in place, just some standard operating procedures, just some perimeters for me to follow.
Some email stuff.
And that helped me a lot. Then I hit the ground running from there. I hit the ground running. I started, you start to take on your own business model. So you start to revamp it and determine what works for you. And once you start to really learn what's going on with Amazon, then you can kind of really get your feet wet. So if I can tell you a little bit about what it is that we do as third-party sellers.
Absolutely.